Previously on When Calls the Heart.
I'm your replacement. A letter in your employment file was brought to my attention. I was forced to replace you.
Do you remember Superintendent Thomas Higgins? He isn't what he seems.
Sorry, I can't help you, Elizabeth.
Jack, telegram came in from Mountie headquarters.
It's Doug. Just killed in the line of duty.
Sometimes we forget how precious life is. Douglas Burke died a hero. Jack rode out for the funeral today. I know he hurts inside, but it's more than that. Even though this is all part of a plan greater than all of us, I worry that Jack blames himself for Doug's death, and it breaks my heart to watch him carry that burden. I offered to go to the funeral with Jack, but he said he wanted to be alone.
Sometimes I think it's harder for men to grieve than it is for women.
Doug was so young. Really isn't fair.
Miss Thatcher,
Good morning, Mr. Cantrell.
I wanted to thank you for letting my boy study with the rest of the kids after school. Took it pretty hard when Mr. Stoneman expelled him.
Mr. Stoneman made a mistake.
I sure wish you were teaching in that classroom again. Philip misses being there with all the kids.
I do too. But we'll see the two of you at the music recital.
We'll be there.
What is it?
I feel like I'm drifting away.
How so?
It isn't the same, being a tutor and not a teacher. I'm just a volunteer who works with the kids for a couple of hours after school.
But you're still making a difference.
I'm helping them with their studies, but that's one small piece of what a teacher really does.
I know. Cody misses you so much. But it won't be like this forever.
What if it is?
Elizabeth, you will get your job back. Just be patient.
It isn't easy.
It means so much to me that you're here, Jack.
Anything for you and Doug.
Corporal Douglas Burke was a true hero. He served his country with honor and dignity. As Mounties, we swear an oath to live up to that high ideal, no matter the personal sacrifice. Doug paid the ultimate sacrifice, but he did so valiantly and bravely. He led the life he was born to lead. He followed his destiny. No life can be better lived than that.
Bullet! Salute! Present! Arm! Fire! Reload! Present! Fire! Reload! Present! Fire! Order! Arms!
Jack. Is there anything I can do?
That hug was a good start. I can't believe Doug's gone.
You were a good friend to him.
Could have done more. Should have done more.
Oh, Jack.
I'm so sorry to hear about what happened. I can't imagine what you must be feeling.
I appreciate that, Rosie.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt, but these are for you. I hope the little urchins like apple pie. I was debating between apple and cherry, but cherry stains are so difficult to get out. But then I thought...
Don't worry, Rosemary. I'm sure they'll love it. Thank you. I have tutoring. See you later?
Sure. None of my teachers ever brought me pie.
It's for a math lesson. You know Elizabeth, always finding new ways to stimulate those eager young minds. I've never met anyone so devoted to their work.
I know just what you mean.
It isn't just a job for her, is it? Something she lives and breathes.
Who is ready for fractions?
I don't understand them at all.
Well, fractions are everywhere you look. Robert, would you please pass these out? Ta-da!
I think I'm gonna like fractions.
There are 8 of you, so I am going to cut this pie into 8 equal sections. If I remove one piece, how many 8ths do we have left?
7.
That's right. 8/8 minus 1/8 equals
7
7/8. That's right. You just learned how to subtract fractions, and it was easy as pie.
Do we all get to have some?
Yes, you all get to have some. Cody, you may serve everyone.
I see you're tutoring the children.
I asked for my help.
Seems to be working.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yes, even Mr. Cantrell seems to be doing better.
I was thinking, if I can catch him up on his reading and writing, maybe you could let him back into school.
I'm afraid that would take a miracle.
I believe in miracles.
Good day, Miss Thatcher.
Have you decided what you're going to play for the recital, Timmy?
Danny Boy.
Did you know that's Mountie Jack's favorite song?
My dad's too. But I can't play unless you sing with me. You promised.
Don't you worry. I will be there.
Once we get the depot built, I want to start laying track right away.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I'm in the mood for a drink. You want to join me?
Oh, dear. I'm afraid that won't be possible. Not today, anyway. Or any afternoon this week. Or next.
Why not?
The saloon is closed until 4 o'clock after Elizabeth is done working with the children, which won't be for another, 40 minutes.
Miss Thatcher is teaching in the saloon.
Well, she is a teacher.
She was dismissed.
Oh, goodness. There's no reason to get so upset. She's simply helping the children prepare for a test.
That's Mr. Stoneman's job.
Yes, it is. But apparently he isn't doing it very well at all. Good day, Mr. Wyatt. Mr. Avery?
Did you know about this?
No, but I did warn you that firing Elizabeth Thatcher wouldn't be popular with a lot of people.
I don't care how people feel. I don't want that woman teaching anyone, anywhere.
It's getting late. I thought you might like something to eat.
I'm not hungry, thanks.
Jack, I don't pretend to know how you feel, but I'm here if you want to talk.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, sir.
I'm escorting Mrs. Burke back home, and she asked to see you.
Please.
Thank you, Jack.
Oh, no, Nate. I'll wait outside.
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher, Mrs. Burke, and I am so very sorry for your loss.
Douglas wrote about meeting you. He said that you were very kind to him.
I'll leave you two alone.
Oh, no. I'd like you to stay.
Of course.
Jack, have something for you.
St. Christopher medal I gave Doug the day he graduated.
Douglas was an only child. He came to think of Jack as his big brother. And I think of you as my second son, which is why I know he would want you to have this.
Wouldn't be right.
It couldn't be more right.
I should have been there, Helen. Doug went in my place. Please forgive me.
Oh, my Doug's death isn't your fault. He wanted to lead those men.
If I'd gone, he might still be alive.
God has a plan for us. I don't understand it, but I know my Doug was happy because God called him to do what he was doing. And that brings me peace. Jack, I pray we're granted peace too, Jack.
Can you explain why the Thatcher woman is working with the children after school?
Yes, she is helping the ones who are behind in their studies. The regional exams are in a few days.
Well, forgive me for stating the obvious, Mr. Stoneman. But isn't that your job?
It is, but I see no harm in Miss
Elizabeth Thatcher is trying to cause trouble for the railroad. I don't want to see her near those children again. You find a way to teach them so they don't need her, or I'll find someone who can.
We have to talk.
Yes, sir. We do.
Is it really so bad up north that you have to go?
It's worse. The syndicates, the gangs, they're not going away.
Did you tell Elizabeth?
No, not yet. Not until I make a final decision.
We all have a code, Jack. You have to do what's right for you.
What is this?
Don't be mad, Miss Thatcher, but we didn't do our homework.
I'm not mad. I just hope you have a very good reason.
We wrote letters instead.
What kind of letters?
Good letters. Because we heard a bad letter is why you can't be our teacher anymore.
Every kid in school wrote one. We wanted to tell the mayor how much we need you back.
I don't know what to say.
And if the letters don't work, the parents have decided to start our own school and pay your salary ourselves. It'll be like when you first came to town. You can have your classes here.
I can't tell you how much that means to me and how flattered I am.
So you'll do it?
I wish I could, but I can't.
What? Why not?
Well, even if we start our own school, it won't clear my name.
You'd still be teaching the children.
And nothing would mean more to me. Nothing in the whole wide world. But you're gonna grow up. And when you move on, then where will I be? The new families won't know me. I know I was born to make a difference in the lives of the children here in Hope Valley. Not just today, but tomorrow and the next day. I can't live without it.
But what if we can't live without you?
Of course you can. You have your dad to take care of you. And in the meantime, I need to fight to take back what was taken from me. No matter how long it takes or where it takes me.
How long will that be?
I don't know, sweetheart, but I won't leave until after your exams and after the recital.
And I'll be back. I promise.
We still want you to read these.
Oh. Thank you. Oh. Miss Thatcher says I can be anything I want. I wanted to be a bear doctor, but now I want to be a teacher who's as special as she is.
Well, this one's my favorite.
From Philip. Miss Thatcher thinks I'm smart, so I think I'm smart too.
You've made a real difference in his life. I mean, in all their lives.
It's what I'm meant to do.
Elizabeth, what happened to Doug? Just made me think about what I'm meant to do.
And?
Collins has asked me to lead a new division in the Northern Territories.
Jack, no. No, it's too dangerous.
You said teaching is part of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting the good fight. It's who I am.
Coming. Francine.
I know I should have come sooner, but at least I'm here now.
Everything Miss Fessler says confirms what I told you about Thomas Higgins.
Which means you have to reinstate Elizabeth as our school's teacher.
Can we all just slow down? As a benefactor of the new school, I don't see why we should believe this woman.
Because she's telling the truth.
She's offered no proof to support her claim that Mr. Higgins harassed her.
Here's your proof. Higgins would leave these on my desk. You can read for yourself what he was suggesting. I think if you compare the handwriting to the writing on the letter in Elizabeth's file, you'll find they're the same.
You either do the right thing, Henry, or you'll face a recall election. I'll make sure of it.
Well, given this new evidence that's been brought to light, Miss Thatcher, you're reinstated as teacher.
But if there's any further corroboration of Thomas Higgins' claim against you...
Mr. Wyatt, it's over. So drop it. Thank you, Francine.
Thank you.
Where will you go from here?
I'm not sure. I do know that I won't work for the railroad again. Any man who treats teachers the way Wyatt treated you is not someone I want to work for.
I'm sorry about what happened.
Don't be. I've always thought of life as an opportunity to learn. And you've taught me a great deal.
Such as?
You've shown me that children need more than just discipline and repetition. They're special. We need more teachers like you. I wish you all the best, Miss Thatcher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess this is goodbye.
It was so brave of you to come all this way.
But I didn't do it right away, and I should have.
What made you change your mind?
This.
Where did you get this?
Didn't you send it?
No.
Well, somebody did. And when I saw the happiness in your eyes and the faces of those sweet children, but it was the inscription on the back that really spoke to my heart.
Bad things happen if good people do nothing.
It was time for me to do some good.
Thank you.
You sent the photograph, didn't you?
As soon as you said Francine was angry, when you told her what Higgins had done, I knew there was more to her story.
You're the best friend in the world.
Well, you are the best teacher in the world.
At Doug's funeral, Sam Collins said, every person has to live the life they were born to lead. Every man has to live his destiny. It was like he was speaking to my soul.
Well, then you have to listen.
I have. I just have to pray for strength.
It's here. You just have to ask for it.
It's not for me. It's for Elizabeth. She doesn't want me to go. But I don't have a choice, Frank. I'm being called to serve a greater purpose.
There's a time for every purpose, my friend.
Then it's that time for me. I've decided to take the assignment.
Jack.
I'll leave you two alone.
I didn't know you'd made up your mind about going north.
I started to tell you before.
I don't want you to go.
Elizabeth,
It's too dangerous.
but it's the right thing to do. You have to have faith that
How
everything's...
can you ask me to have faith after what happened to Doug?
Listen to me. The same God that has called you to teach, to change these children's lives, has called me to serve my country.
What about us?
I'll come back. This is where my home is. It's where my heart is. But you know as well as I do that bad things happen if good people do nothing.
All right, then I will go with you.
You can't.
Why not?
For a million reasons.
Name one.
You're needed here. Your destiny is to teach these children, to change their lives. I can't take you away from that, not even for a day.
How long will you be gone?
I don't know. It's an indefinite posting. Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Let me go. Jack.
Just let me finish. You are my life. You are everything to me.
Jack, please, just leave me alone.
You've always known that Jack isn't the kind of man who can look the other way when something needs to be done, no matter what the sacrifice.
It's one of the reasons I love him so much. But it doesn't make his leaving any easier.
Of course it doesn't.
Guess I knew this might happen. Ever since Doug died, I've seen how it's torn him apart.
I've seen it too. He's not the same.
He says he doesn't want to go, but that he has to go.
Jack didn't choose this. He was chosen to fight the good fight.
I have to go talk to him.
Jack came by earlier before you got here. He wanted me to give you this.
Take a walk with me. Is there a reason for this walk?
There is. Elizabeth. From the very first moment we met, I knew heaven had sent an angel into my life. I don't know when I'm coming back, so I don't know if it's fair to ask you to wait for me.
Jack, I would wait an eternity for you.
Elizabeth Thatcher, will you marry me?
Of course I will, yes. Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, Elizabeth, I'm just so happy for you and Jack. The two of you are adorable together.
It's very sweet of you.
I should have known this was going to happen from the moment you caught the bouquet at my wedding. It was meant to be. I just can't believe he has to leave first thing in the morning. Can't you convince him to stay a little while longer so that I could throw you a proper engagement party?
He doesn't have a choice, Rosemary. Superintendent Collins needs him as soon as he can pack.
Oh, you poor dear. This must be so hard on you.
It isn't easy.
But on the bright side, there'll be a wedding to plan.
Oh, my word, that's right. You'll need someone to take charge and make sure it is the wedding of the century. Say no more. Of course, I will do it.
Rosemary, why don't we give Elizabeth a moment to let everything sink in? She's dealing with so much right now.
Yes, of course.
I know it wasn't an easy decision, Jack. I respect you for it.
We all do. I don't know when they're gonna send another Mountie. Could be a while.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'd like to appoint you acting sheriff while I'm gone.
Glad to do it.
Hope Valley's in good hands.
Well, I think it is time for a toast.
Great idea.
Everyone, can I get your attention, please? I would like to propose a toast to the happy couple. Never in my life have I met two people more in love than Jack Thornton and Elizabeth Thatcher. To honor, to faith, to true love.
Hear, hear.
I don't want this to end.
Neither do I. But I have to start packing. I'll find you later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Elizabeth.
I don't know if I should be happy or sad.
I think it's safe to say both.
Time has come, my friend. Bill's gonna look after you till I get back. But there are a few things I'll need you to keep an eye on for me. Firstly, there's Cody. He's a good kid, but he's gonna need help with that new dog of his. And then there's Elizabeth. She is the sun and the moon and the stars. Never forget that. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Rosie, sweetheart, what's wrong?
I can't sleep.
I was thinking about Jack and Elizabeth.
Well, you're not the only one.
What is she gonna do when he's gone? What are we gonna do? Really gonna miss him.
We all will. But we'll be fine. And so will Elizabeth.
Hope Valley won't be the same until he's back.
No. No, it won't.
Everything changes. I know that. But does it have to change so fast? It's a little scary.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Make sure that you're never afraid. And you're wrong, you know.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
About what?
Not everything changes. Some things never do and never will.
Name one.
How much I love you.
Do you promise?
It seems I already did. It's time.
It's been an honor to serve with you, Jack. Come home soon.
You are such a blessing, Abigail.
Jack.
And take care of her.
I'm gonna miss you.
I have to go.
I know. Jack!
dear. I do hope she comes.
Maybe we should get started, just in case.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? Everyone take a seat, please. We're about to begin. Now, it looks like Miss Thatcher might not be able to make it, but we have a wonderful recital planned for you. The program will begin with our very own Bill Avery. Oh, and friends.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Where's Miss Thatcher?
She's feeling under the weather, dear.
But we're supposed to do this together.
I know. But she'd want you to play anyway. She really would.
One more. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Way to go. Very good.
Wasn't that lovely? Oh, thank you, Bill and friends. And now our next performer is Timmy Lawson.
I can't.
Of course you can, sweetheart. Everyone here is your friend.
No, I can't. Miss Thatcher promised she'd sing while I played the piano.
And I never break a promise. Come on.
But I'm scared.
Do it for Mountie Jack. It's his favorite, remember?
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. It's you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. And I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.